So today's video is pretty special. This is the story of how I found Nova. I went from this to this. So what happened? Let me explain, and without further ado, please enjoy the 10th episode of the Tallbike Tour series. In the last video, I began crossing Serbia, headed towards Belgrade. Eurovelo 6 follows the Danube River through Serbia and borders Romania in parts, as we began entering the Iron Gate Scourge. We finally crossed into Romania for a day, and then back into Serbia the next. So I'm now at the crossing going back into Serbia from Romania. It's kind of empty today, as you can see. A lady came and took my passport. Asked where I was going. I explained I'm running across Europe. It's been 5 minutes. She's kind of just disappeared with my passport. Hopefully she'll return one day. And that I get across this border in one piece. I'm in between the border crossing again, between Romania and Serbia still. And like in the middle of nowhere on this bridge, there's this cute little guy. Hello. Cute little puppy. And he's all alone here. He's really friendly. I really want to adopt it, but I think border control won't say no. But he's so adorable. Look at that. Hey. He was just too cute. I couldn't bear watching him just be all alone here. So I made it on a thing. Here's the thing. Say hello, little guy. Alright then. Are you ready to attempt border control, little guy? I will take that. I still haven't named you yet. Alright, come on, little guy. We're going for a ride now. Don't jump out, please. What are you doing down there, little guy? Good. Alright, how many borders have I got to do today? I don't know if it's this box or the next box. Let's find out. I can't tell if there was something in the box. All in the box? Could try just... That usually works, you know. At this point, the GoPro video froze, which had mysteriously happened at 2 other border crossings that month too. The border staff eventually turned up to stamp us into Serbia. Hi!
Where are you from?
England. On my way towards Turkey at the moment.
You haven't a dog?
Well, I do now, as of like 10 minutes ago, yeah. I thought I'd take care of him because he looked quite lost and very friendly, so I guess I'll name him later. But he seems nice, so I'm gonna go check him out at a local vet, see if he's okay, and then maybe keep him. I don't know. He seems like a stray, I'm assuming. So.
Okay, but
He wasn't on the Romanian side. He was literally just. You see that bridge right there? But he was just running around the bridge, and I think he would have fallen off. So I thought I'd at least get him to a town or something where you can find food.
where are you going?
I'm following the Iron Curtain Trail. I was on the Danau, and I'll be following the Danau for another 30 kilometers to Negotin, I think, and then following the Iron Curtain Trail after that towards Bulgaria, and then going into North Macedonia, and then Bulgaria again, then Greece, then Turkey, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. So she's now having a little nap. It's the next day. And we took her, it's a her by the way, we took her to the vets this morning, and she's had one of her vaccines and a tablet to do something, and apparently she's healthy, a little bit thin, but fine and healthy, no diseases from what we can tell. We just need to take her back in 2 days on Saturday and give her rabies vaccine and give her a chip and then a pet passport as well. All of which is done for less than 25 euros. I love Serbia for this price. Yeah, and her name is Nova. Say hello, Nova. Nova's a bit sleepy, but Nova is very, very loud when she wants to be, or when she doesn't get enough attention. Over the next few days, Nova got another vaccination, a microchip, and awarded with her new passport. She also learned how to steal food. Nova, what have you done? Well, this is probably why I shouldn't leave dog food lying around on the Tallbike. No, no. You silly puppy. Nova. We had now been at the campsite almost a week. Nova had already made friends with the local dog and learned that she could bark when she wanted attention. Since we were staying in Negatin longer than planned, due to the addition of Nova, we took a day off and drove with Bojan, the camp owner, to explore a nearby village near the border. Rajak is a small settlement, famous for its wine cellars built almost 200 years ago, and also for an ancient graveyard. Some of the unmarked tombstones here are thought to date back to the 14th century. Sadly, both the village and graveyard are not maintained much, and are slowly deteriorating. By now I had decided that Nova would join the tour for at least a few weeks, since we couldn't find anybody to adopt her in Serbia. The difficult part was where to put her. Luckily, when I designed Mambo's cargo bay in 2021, I managed to make it just the right size to fit a dog carrier in the most protected point on the entire bike. So the next day we left Negatin and continued the trip with 4 extra legs. So it's now about 3 PM. I've already done 50 miles. At the top of a mountain basically, or a very big hill, about more than 3/4 of a mile high altogether, and just taking a break with Nova, giving her loads of water. She's drunk at least half of my water today, which is annoying, and I found a shop, so I've just got as much as I can for what I could afford, because it's the first shop I've seen in almost 40 miles. Nova's doing okay. Nova! Say hi, Nova. Nova was thought to be 2.5 months old when I found her, and she was a very curious puppy who wanted to see, smell, and chew everything in her view. Alright, we're ready to go down the big hill, aren't we? Say yes, Nova? Yeah, that's good enough for me. Okay then, here comes the left turn. Now I'm not actually going to go full speed today because I've got a dog, I have to be responsible. And also, I don't fully trust my rear brake right now. My front brake does cool, so... How you doing down there, little girl? over. Oh, she's just looking out to see where she loves watching all this. It's a great view to be a passenger. I'd love to do that. Good morning. It's now day 76. I'm in or near Rajak, which I can't pronounce, and I'm aiming to get towards Dragoman for 3 days from now. Yesterday was exhausting, had a really bad headache, did about 50 miles, but a lot of hills, so... Hey Nova. Morning. And for breakfast, I've got, some ham, some bread left over from yesterday. I'm just gonna cut and then we can head off. Because it's already feels like 30 degrees, I'm already overheating and I'm just sitting here. See? You stroke and she just does that instead. Which isn't that hard, but sometimes it's harder and we need to teach her not to do it. Because it's not good, is it? Well, to be fair, I'm usually the one creating the traffic, so it's a good change to be stuck behind one for once. Although it's been a while, and it's agonizingly slow. Nova is just having a nap down there at the moment. I've been on these terrible cart tracks since 7 AM, and then after this I've got lovely main roads where the trucks pass you at like 90 miles an hour, so today should be fun. Doing this with one hand probably isn't the safest idea, but you know, I haven't recorded much all week, so yeah, here you go. It's now 7 PM and I finally got off the cart tracks. Hey. And onto the main roads. Luckily at this time it's not too bad, but the hill I'm about to go up over the next day, I'm not attempting it tonight, is over a mile high. And if you think that looks high, that's literally like not the one. Well, it is near sunset now, so I'm just looking for a nice wild camp spot with a good view. Somewhere a bit like that, actually. I wonder. Okay, so yeah, false alarm. That's all farming land, and there is a nice spot there, but the ground is terrible. And there's a hut that looks like it could be occupied, so I don't want to get a morning surprise, ideally. Oh, the views. Come on, Nova. Let's do this. I missed a good hill. I've already been down that one. I was halfway down, saw the amazing views, and was like, should have got the GoPro out for this. Hey. Hey. England, cycling to Turkey. I don't speak Serbian, sorry. We're now getting towards the end of the day. Still going up this massive hill, haven't found any camp spots yet. I'm just enjoying the views, to be honest. But sun's already gone down over here because it's over the peaks. So it looks like I'll be setting up the tent in the dark at this rate. Nova says hi. Nova! Hello. Hi. Drive carefully. Landslide. That's the first semi-English sign I've seen in at least a week. Well, I guess I'll just have to learn to dodge the falling rocks on a tall bike. You excited for that, Nova? Let's do it. See what you mean. Hence all the plaques for dead people. You know, it's marked that there is a cave, like right there, look. Koronatak Cave, it says. Where is it? I think it might be down there, and I'm not taking a detour all the way down there. I was so hopeful to sleep in a cave tonight. I think that's it there, but yeah, oh well. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but there is definitely a little cave up there. Although I don't think I'm going to manage to lug Mambo up, so oh well. No camping tonight in a cave. Don't worry, Nova, we're going to find a lovely camp spot soon. I hope. I've only been searching for 2 hours. It's just road here, there's no fields. There were earlier, I found loads of places, but I wanted a spot where I would get a lovely sunrise in the morning. Oh my god, a cave. Nice. But it's not mamboable, so. But I'm sure that I'll find a camp spot any second now. Yeah, it's like, what is it? 8:45 in the evening, and I still haven't found anywhere because this is just all mountain and everywhere is too steep. So on the upside, I'm in this tiny little town now, so I can find out what's around, maybe a shop. So I gave up, encountered this small town. This is registered as a hotel, like literally right there, but it doesn't look very open. But the locals seem to think that it'll be fine if I just pitch on this bit of grass here, opposite the cafes and restaurants on the main road. Hello? And now I want to adopt more dogs. The one time I get my chocolate to stay cold because I'm not in the sun, and Nova sits on it. Thanks, Nova. I was looking forward to having my Oreo chocolate cool, but oh well. So on today's episode of Random Encounters, we've been invaded, and she or he will not leave us alone. She's inside the tent, biting, scratching the dog, the tent. Not me, she's quite friendly, but I don't really want to giving whatever if she has nits or anything to the dog. And plus she's annoying and ripping apart my gear. I've chased her away 3 times, she comes straight back. The locals said not to worry. Dog? I had a dog. Nova! 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 Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of my tent. Leave. Somebody's got to tell him that his name is not Nova. And that he isn't allowed in my tent. Oi! Get out of my tent. No. No, no, no. For fuck's sake. Out. Come on. Come on. Out. Get out of my tent. I'm not picking you up. You probably have fleas. Thank you and goodbye. This cat is really asking for it. Go. Shoot. No, 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 not in the tent. This stupid cat. Get away. No, no, no. Out of the tent. What is your... Come on. Oh, God. Well, it's the next day and I did find a cave. Not a very big one, but I still have to get up a massive hill, so I definitely won't be camping here. Plus, look at that floor. I don't think it's really that suitable. Made it to the top of the hill. Now I have to go down it. I've got about 15 miles until Prologue, and somebody is whining because I've left her alone for more than 30 seconds. Nova. Hey, Nova. Hello. Who's a sleepy doggy? You've been sleeping all day, haven't you? Anyways, let's see how steep this thing is. Whee! Whee! now only a day or two away from the Bulgarian border, where I plan to meet a few other travellers who would join for a couple of days. Well, you can see the sorts of mountains I'm having to go over at the moment. And if you can see it over there, the one I just came over a few minutes ago, that one was horrible. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think I'm either going around this one or through it or over it, or, well, I've got to go, like, get through it somehow, so. Every time I get past, I get honked at, which is usually quite nice. It just brightens my day a little bit. But when trucks do it, suddenly, from behind you, with no warning, it scares the living shit out of you. Nova. So today I'm in Dimitrovgrad, I think. It's just on the border to Bulgaria, and I've been here since yesterday. But it's 3 PM and I still haven't set off because I'm waiting for someone to catch up. And we're going to go to Dragoman together today, which is about 15 miles, I think. Hello. Georgia was an Australian bikepacker who had been behind us by about a month since the beginning of the tour. But with the hiatus of adopting Nova, she was able to catch up. So the show, she's just down the road, so I should be able to see her any second now. Hey, and there she is. Hey. Woo! Hello.
You dive right at the end there. I don't even know what happened.
Wow. Yeah, that crossing has just closed, I think.
Yeah, I went through it.
We crossed the border into Bulgaria together, with a plan to reach Dragoman that evening, and wait for 2 more travellers to catch up as well, so that we could all ride into the capital together. I'll be okay. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Yeah, go for it. It's a bicycle, it's okay. Thank you. Oh, right, more borders. Oh, that is dodgy. Any questions? Yeah, they just literally looked at the passport, looked at me, put it back, looked at the dog, didn't care. Liking Bulgaria so far. Say hi.
Woo, hi.
So we just made it into Bulgaria by some miracle, and as we were warned, the roads here aren't very safe on the way to Dragoman. So this is like what we're supposed to be taking, the right-hand lane. The lane we're in is the one for the other direction of cars. But there's literally no space when you have trucks passing on that side, so we're just staying on this side and hoping not to get hit. They're trying. We got to Dragoman, and Georgia had plenty of fun with Nova while we waited for the other 2 to arrive. The next 2 months were going to be incredibly challenging, but you'll have to wait until the next series to see what happens. I've had so much fun creating this series so far, and hope to continue making these videos as we travel around the world. So if you have enjoyed these videos, please consider subscribing and making a donation to help support us. See you next time.